What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix. Hope y'all are making it an awesome morning so far already. A good night's sleep, rip-roaring, ready to go here on this Thursday. So we'll get to some really sad news. Golly, what a year. Really sad news for LSU football. Saw a report from PA News that the Advocate picked up on that Kary Vincent Sr., whose son, of course, is Kary Vincent Jr., an LSU cornerback, Kary Vincent Sr., died yesterday. He was 49 years old. Played at Texas A&M and with the New Orleans Saints, was a teacher and coach. Battled pneumonia twice in 2018. Actually had gone into a coma as a result of the pneumonia earlier in 2018. So, man, golly, that's terrible news. So we can talk about that. LSU's schedule for the upcoming Fiesta Bowl. They leave today. They depart at 2:30 Central Time for the airport, and then for the Baton Rouge airport, then of course to Phoenix. So that's some Saints updates. So we get to a lot of stuff here. So fire away with what y'all got. Drew's rip-roaring around here somewhere, so he'll be in a minute, I'm sure. Brandon Browning, what's up? Carrie Tomplay, good morning. Kelvin Price, what's up? James Tyrone, Nate Bumstead, Stephen Bro. Hey, Dad, good morning. Let's see. Ben Clark, good morning. Trivia Carter, good morning. Brady Beacom, good morning. Andre Chapoy, good morning. Or Chapoy? Do you say Chapoy or Chapoy? I'm gonna go with Chapoy. Andre Chapoy. Irfan Sayad, good morning. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what Kary Vincent Jr. is gonna do. With my boy, Shy Boy, my boy, Shy Boy. You say Shy Boy? Interesting. Hey, Deborah Todd, good morning. Mark, Pelicans lose again last night. Mark, you're on it, man. Mark is all about these Pelicans, man. Justin Reyes, is Kelvin Joseph out? No, Kelvin Joseph is playing. Chapoy. Shoepoy. Is it Shoepoy or Shapoy? We'll figure it out later. You gotta do better at phonetically spelling your name, Andre. Because I can tell that's Sha or Shoe. Either way. Jason Hatcher, good morning. Please fire Gentry and Demps. Don't worry, Mark, it's coming. But they got 48 games to go or somewhere around that number. Let's see what they can do. Sha. There you go. But that could SHUH could be Sha or could still be Shoe, but I'll go Sha. So Chapoy. So I had it right. Chapoy. I hope I'm saying it right. Stephen Bro finally got to try some Elijah Craig. Super good. Wouldn't have tried it if I didn't see it on your shelf. There you go, bro. Best value for $26. Elijah Craig small batch. Telling y'all. Let's see. So, sorry. So I don't know why you're asking about Kelvin Joseph. I've not heard that Kelvin Joseph is out. Okay, so T-Bob just said that he might be out. I've not heard that. I'll ask around. So here's the thing about today. You'll typically see this with the baseball team, like when they're going on a road trip, they'll do media availability at Alec Box Stadium, like as they're in their suits and getting on the bus. It's very informal. That's today for the football team when they depart for Phoenix. So 2:30 they'll pack up, and media can come, like get video of them like getting on the bus and putting their bags on and all that stuff to go to the airport. And sometimes there's informal media availability, like Ed Ogeron may just step over to reporters and answer questions for a few minutes, just kind of rapid fire. I don't know if they'll make players available on that instance, but my guess is that he'll be asked about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, asked about Kelvin Joseph there. I hadn't heard anything about Kelvin Joseph, so that's interesting. But I'll ask around, and then probably Kary Vincent as well to see if he's with the team or if he's home with his family. So just a for a lot of different circumstances, LSU's got some sincere personnel questions heading into this bowl game with UCF. Let's see. Ronnie Dugai, good morning. Charlie Gale, good morning. Blaine Allen, what's up? Ken Conrad, good morning. Mark asked, will you be at the Sugar Bowl or Fiesta Bowl? I will not. I will not be at either, as I mentioned. So I have to do pregame on New Year's Day. T-Bob and I will be doing pregame starting at 7 a.m. And because we do a 5-hour pregame right to kick off, so 7 to noon we'll do pregame, and then Jordy and I will do whiskey and wine postgame afterwards. So we're not traveling to the Fiesta Bowl, and obviously the work schedule with the day with the LSU game is going to prevent me from making it to the Sugar Bowl. So I will not be at either game, but I'll be watching all the games throughout the day. Hey, Sam Dixon, Kirk Taylor, Tommy Averett, good morning. Scott Bork, good morning. Craig Safflaw, good morning, America. Morning, your IG story. Wow. So yesterday, if you don't follow me on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, please go follow my Instagram page. It's just Matt Moscona. So some days I'll do an Instagram story before we start the show. Before we start AFR, and I'm trying to remember to do that every single day. I want that to be a part of my routine where I'm doing an IG story from studio before the show every day. And IG stories have always been like 15 seconds, right? I mean, you could just hold the button or do hands free, and it's just 15 seconds and it cuts off. Well, yesterday I was like wrapping up and the 15 seconds, and then it kept going. And it kept going. And it kept going and going and going. I don't know, I guess it went for like 2 minutes. I don't even know how long, but I was like, oh my God, I'm just going to see how long this goes. So if you have it's still posted, obviously stories stay published for 24 hours. So if you want to see me acting like a complete idiot, and I probably like someone learning to walk for the first time. You know, the videos like those wobbly leg baby giraffes. That was me yesterday on my Instagram story. So if you want to go check it out, you can. Let's see. James Patrick Descamps. Good morning. Sam Kirk. What a tough bowl prep for the Tigers. Yeah. I'll be interested to see who ultimately plays. I mean, we know they're without Greedy and Christian Fulton and Fehoko and Ed Alexander and Jacob Phillips for a half. And now you have the questions, as you mentioned, or said T-Bob said on air, which I have not heard, about Kelvin Joseph and Kary Vincent. But again, we don't know what their plans are. And then obviously, you got to wonder about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, what he's going to do after this past weekend. But haven't heard anything. So we'll know today, if nothing else, at least who's making the trip. All right, I forgot to hit the share button. Hopefully y'all will do the same as well. Just I've mentioned this before to you, but hit the share button, and that helps us grow this thing. That's organic reach on Facebook now is basically 0. So you got to share it. That's the way to spread the word. So if you could hit the share, I'd appreciate it. Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix. As always, boudreauxmix.com. Appreciate them for sponsoring the show. Stephen Bro says, do you think Breeze plays to get to 4,000 yards? So it was interesting if you saw Breeze's quote yesterday. I'll read it to you. Essentially, he said he's not defined by 4,000 yards, which is true. That's true. He's not. I think it would be different if I think this would be a very different question if, say, he was 200 yards away. Like, if he had to play the whole game to get to 4,000, then it would feel like a much different conversation that we're having. Let's see. Here it is. Breeze was asked about it, said, quote, it doesn't define me at all, meaning the 4,000 yards. And also said, whatever I'm asked to do, I'm ready to do. He also said, of course, I think there are going to be, sorry, hang on, I'm trying to scroll down. Of course, I think they're going to be, I think efforts are going to be made to rest guys where appropriate and make sure they're healthy as they can be for when we're playing for keeps. We can't move up or down in regards to our playoff position at this point. We're where we want to be, but we're going to play to win. So whoever's out there, whenever they're out there, we're playing to win. Again, I think this would be a very different conversation if he were like 200 yards away and he was going to have to like legit play, like go out there and play the whole game, then I would say no. Like it's just not worth it. The 4,000-yard thing, it's not worth it to risk, a backup offensive lineman whiffing and Julius Peppers splitting Drew Brees in half. It's just not worth it. But he's 8 yards away, like 8 yards away. So I could see him going out there and playing, a snap or a series. Go out there, run a few screen passes, or get your 4,000, leave mid-series for an ovation, to an ovation. I could see that, MVP chance. Like I could see that. But here's the tricky part about it, and this is the part that I'm not sure people are considering. And actually, yesterday we talked about this with Mike Triplett on AFR. You can go back and listen to that interview if you want. It's on demand, 1045ESPN.com, or our app, or however you listen to podcasts. The tricky part about it is, so you got 53 on your active roster, but you can only dress 46, and everybody plays. Like, if you dress 46, everybody who's dressed plays in some capacity. Like, if you're the extra offensive lineman, you're blocking on field goals, PATs, or like the tackle-eligible plays. If you're the backup quarterback, you're holding on kicks and punts. I know Morstead holds for the Saints, so we don't really see Teddy, but that's kind of a different situation. But pretty much everybody plays. So, in a game where you're trying to rest starters, can you really just reserve a spot for Brees to play a few plays and then tell him to go take his pads off? And then you're basically down to 45. Whereas you could use that spot to give an extra offensive lineman rest or a defensive lineman rest or whatever. You can activate someone else from the 53. So it's interesting. So the question is, do you think he plays? If I had to bet, I'd think he plays a series, gets his 4,000, and then it's Teddy's game. If I had to guess, that would be my guess. Because he's so close. It's easy for me to say this sitting in my office this morning, but if it were me, I think the more practical thing is don't even activate him on game day, so you have an extra player active so someone else can get rest too, and not have to dress. This is me. All right, here we go. Jason Meeks, thank you all for the questions as always. Drew's in there watching Mickey Mouse. I'm surprised he hasn't come in here yet. Hey, Drew. Maybe we'll have to go find him. Let's see. Albert Sons. Hey, Drew, we're doing Dad's show. Drew, it's Dad's show. Morning Scone. He's watching Mickey do y'all chopped liver. He's not interested in Morning Scone today. All right, let's see. Jason Meeks, Danny Armand, good morning. Boyce Yarbrough, sorry. Chris Merrill, good morning. Douglas Duhan, Eric Ingeman, good morning, Eric. Trampus Butler, what's up, Trampus? Mark Wayne Demelin. Mark, you have to tell me if I'm saying your last name right. If it's Demelin, Demoulin. It's got to be one of those two. Let's see. Mark says Mahomes won the MVP around Halloween according to the national media. Mark, okay, so you're not wrong. But just like we saw in the Heisman race, and just like also around Halloween, it was just largely assumed that Kansas City was going to be the 1 seed, and it was basically Kansas City or the Patriots. Now the Chargers are the trendy pick, but the Chargers lost last week, so people are pushing them. Look who's here! Hi. Okay. Did you come to say hi to everybody? Huh? What? Why are you whining, huh? Mickey. Are you watching Mickey Mouse? Mickey. Oh, did it end? Oh, I bet it ended. You need it. Okay. Gotcha. His show ended, so he needs me to come put a new one on for him. I'll bet you. Yep, it ended. Thank you for coming to get me and letting me know. That was one of Drew's presents, is his puppy dog chair. His Mimi and Papa gave him that puppy dog chair. How about musical? You watch musical? Sorry, y'all. Drew's in here watching Mickey. He's probably not coming in for a morning scone today. Can you say hi? Hey, Drew. Can you say hi to morning scone? Hey, Drew. Drew, can you say hi to morning scone? Hey, Drew, what is Dad's show? AFR?
Dad's show.
What is it? Can you say AFR?
Dad call.
Can you say AFR?
AFR.
AFR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, bud. Okay. Well. Y'all, it's going to be a Drew light show today. Sorry about that. He's basically only going to come in here today to tell me that Mickey Mouse is over and to put on a new episode. So sorry about that. For those of you that only watch for Drew, you're probably going to be disappointed today. And I understand that. I'm not mad about it. I'm glad I get to exploit my child for my Facebook Live show gain. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Mark Kernan, good morning. Aileen Gravois Fulse, good morning. Jerry Spurgeon, good morning. Hey, Cheryl, good morning. Mark says, this is a bigger game for UCF than LSU. Probably so. That's a fair comment. Just in the grand scheme, UCF has been in existence for 30 years. So, yeah, you get an opportunity like this on this stage, for sure, it's going to mean more. These types of games are program definers, for a program like UCF. I mean, by comparison, this year LSU celebrating 125 years of LSU football. So the programs are just so different. They're just in completely different phases of their history. So I don't know, man. But the thought that the game doesn't mean anything to LSU, I can't jive with that. Like I think this game absolutely does matter to LSU. I think, Ed Ogeron and his coaches will have the players locked in. I think, they're practicing hard. They want to get the 10 wins. They want to carry the momentum of signing day. Certainly didn't like losing to Texas A&M the way they did. Oh, look who's back. I am so surprised. I thought for sure, Bud, that you would stay in there and just watch Mickey Mouse.
Mickey.
Do you love Mickey? Is he your friend?
Yeah.
Huh? Mickey and who? Hey, do you like Donald Duck?
Robert.
Huh? What?
Grandpa.
Did you say Robert?
Uh-huh.
Hey, listen. Where did Papa take you in his truck? Where did you go? That doesn't make any sense. Hey, did Papa take you to Home Depot? Hey, listen, I have a question for you. Where do you want to go today? What? Hey, can I tell you something? Hey, I tell you something. Somebody in a mood today, y'all. Now, he did wake up at 5:15. Hey. We're not going to do... You want Daddy to hold you? Oh, really? You just slapped my hand away. Hey, do you want Daddy to hold you?
Dog.
Do you want Dad to hold you? Hey, after Dad's show, Dad will take you for a ride in Dad's car. After morning scone, presented by presented by AFR. This is not AFR. This is morning scone. I know that's confusing. Do you want Daddy to hold you? Hey, hey, what is with this fussy face? No, we're not gonna fussy face. We're not gonna do that. What you looking at? You got an eye booger. Come see Daddy. Come see Daddy. Come see Daddy. It's okay. Okay, that's a good one. Wait.
Hat.
That is Daddy's hat. Very good. What's a hat? Dad's show. And those are called AirPods in Daddy's ears. Those are AirPods. Those help Daddy hear what people are saying, and then also it has a microphone so people can hear what Daddy's saying. Can you say AirPod? Can you say AirPod? Look, Drew, let's say AirPod. AirPod. Can you say that? AirPod. That's good. That's close. That's a good try. Love you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want Albertsons. We walked around Albertsons last night, and he says, Drew says, Albertson. And so I'm trying to get him to say the L instead of the W for the L. And so we're working on the L.
Oh, yeah.
Sneeze.
Yeah. Oh.
Hate that. When you got sneezing, that doesn't go. So we were going Albertsons. Albertsons. And he thought that was so funny. He was belly laughing in that store last night. People were like, what is that? Hey, look, you got an eye booger. I gotta wipe your eye. It's okay. They get it? Oh, hey, listen. Hey, can you say Calandros? Because they have Boudreaux. Calandros has Boudreaux. Bloody Mary Mix and Margarita Mix, and they sponsor Morning Morning Scone. Morning Scone. Okay. Drew is done with his breakfast. His breakfast, right? You didn't want to watch Mickey no more? Okay, we gotta get back to these questions. Let's see. Let's see. Kyle says, put Drew in for the first series. Have Ginn run a 9 route 3 times in a row. I would just run a screen. Run a screen to Kamara on the first play, get 8 yards, and take him out. Lenny Moss, what's up, Lenny? It may not define him, but the fans would love to see the accomplishment. He deserves it for sure. Take him out there Sunday. Who dat? Where'd he go? Yeah. But fans would take a Super Bowl over Drew Brees passing for 4,000 yards, and the possibility of him getting injured, the risk of playing him, it just doesn't feel worth it, man. For 8 yards to get to 4,000, I mean, does anybody really care? Jesse McGraw, how can we sign Teddy and keep Brees next year? That's up to Teddy, man. If he wants to go somewhere and be a starter next year, I think there's gonna be that opportunity. For at least for him to go try to win a job somewhere. You look at teams that drafted quarterbacks this year. If Baltimore moves on from Flacco, which it looks like they will, they've got Lamar Jackson. Arizona drafted Josh Rosen, of course. you got other young quarterbacks around the NFL. Baker Mayfield seems like he's entrenched in Cleveland. So, you look for, okay, where's a spot where a starting gig might come open? I think Detroit might be interesting if they trade Matt Stafford. There's been some rumblings about that. I don't know how legitimate it is, but we'll see. What happens in Jacksonville with Blake Bortles. There's probably going to be a couple of spots open, for starting quarterbacks. And is Teddy Bridgewater one of those guys, or do those places draft a quarterback in round one? This doesn't feel like a super quarterback-heavy draft with a bunch of, can't-miss prospects. Does anyone really believe in their heart of hearts Drew Lock or Dwayne Haskins is just a surefire can't-miss type guy? I don't think that's the case. So, do you go with, does someone try to make an offer at a run at Teddy? And if they do, well, then he's got something away. But if not, then you're the Saints. You have a lot of leverage, and you sign him to keep backing up Drew Brees. At some point, Drew is going to stop being effective. Bird Sons. Bird Sons. What? We? Clap hands for Home Depot. Home Depot is where we go. Yay! What else? Clap hands for... Listen, we're going to use this finger. Use that finger. That's your pointer. Okay? Use that finger. Bird Sons. Love you. What?
Mommy.
What? What? Hey, listen. Was that fun? Bird Sons. What? Oh, we got to do an interview, don't we, Drew? At 8 o'clock, I'm doing an interview in Mobile, Alabama. That's part of the reason we started a little earlier today. You want to get some of these people's questions? Let's see. EJ Cambry, good morning. Tom Grant, good morning. Have a great day. Donley Jolibois, good morning. Chris Keller, good morning. You're fine, good morning. Trivia, finally the stars arrived, Drew. They love you, Drew. It's about time. Brian Robert, fighting this terrible stomach virus, so I thought some morning scone would make me feel better. Then I seen your mug and I feel even worse. Well, that's your problem, Brian. You know what I look like. Shame on you. Let's see. Colby Rosenthal. But I hope you feel better. Dexter Thurber, good morning. Jerry. Jerry says Drew sounds like he's feeling better. He woke up at 5:15 coughing uncontrollably. We're fighting it. He's on an antibiotic now for sinus infection, so see if that knocks this thing out. What are you doing with your feet on the desk? What are you doing? Are you just kicking back like you own the joint? Huh? Clap hands for Baby Drew. Baby Drew is what we do. I love you. Kayla? Who goes with Kayla? Bimo. Very good. That's my brother Brian and his wife Kayla. That's Bimo and Kayla. Kayla. Clap hands. What? For Aunt Kayla. What? Okay, let's see. All right. Let's get some more comments before we run out of time. Hey, Uncle Mike, good morning. Nancy Vogt, good morning. AFR. Let's see. Merry Christmas, Uncle Mike. Hope you all had a great one. Frank, good morning. Chris Keller, good morning. Matt and Drew. Pete Giardino. Breeze will start. Maybe play a quarter. I think the Saints don't want to throw a game to the Panthers. I think the Saints don't care at all about throwing a game to the Panthers. They did it in 2009. They rested starters in week 17. Breeze didn't even dress. Lost that game. They rested in 2006. when they had the 2 seed locked up. I don't think in any way they care about throwing a game. I think they care about being ready to play for the postseason. So I would certainly not play Drew Brees a full quarter. I might play him a series to get him the 8 yards to get to 4,000, and that's it. Ooh. Okay, go watch Mickey. Daddy's got to get to these questions because I got to get on the phone in 10 minutes to do an interview. The heck, there we go. Okay. All right, let's see. Jerry, better matchup, Cowboys or Seahawks? I think, as odd as it's going to sound, I'd say Cowboys because I think Russell Wilson presents more of an issue than Dak. Both have good defenses, but in the dome, I'm just not worried about. I'm not worried about Dallas at all. And as weird as that sounds, but in the dome, playoffs, rematch, Dak Prescott against Drew Brees, that's not concerned. Russell Wilson can make plays. I'd be more concerned about Russell Wilson. And that's the team that looks like they're playing well. But in the dome, I think whoever comes here loses. Cheryl, I don't think Drew cares about the record. He'll do whatever's best for the team. I agree. I think deep down, he'd like to keep that streak going. But if they say, hey, man, look, we're just going to sit you and activate somebody else so we can rest whoever, I think he'd be down with that too. Brian Rober, what if the Saints win the Super Bowl? Breeze retires while on top, may need Teddy next year. Maybe. I just don't get the sense that Breeze is ready to retire. He's a guy who said he wants to play into his 40s. He's 39. He's had his most efficient season ever. And it feels like this, while you have this young core, like take advantage of this window while it's there. Kind of like Seattle, right? When they went to back-to-back Super Bowls, they won one and almost won 2 in a row until, Wilson threw the interception at the goal line, instead of giving the ball to Lynch. That was their window, and their window's passed. But you look at this team with Mike Thomas and Marshawn Lattimore and Sheldon Rankins and Ryan Ramczyk and Alvin Kamara and all these guys on rookie deals. It's like you take advantage of this while you have all of these guys on rookie deals, and you can afford to pay all of them because the time is going to come where all of them come up for their second contracts, and you can't pay everyone. You just can't. You can't pay everybody. So guys are going to leave. And you got to make personnel decisions. And at that point is probably when Drew Brees steps aside. But while you've got this window open, Drew Brees, you keep playing, see how many of them you can win. You have this core back next year, all under contract, under rookie deal. So I don't think you walk away from it after this year if you win. I think you'll try to win another one. See if two can become 3, provided you get one this year, All right, let's see. James Dean, good morning. Steve Menard. Morning, Matt. Will you head to Atlanta and watch the Saints win the Super Bowl? Kind of hurts my heart a little bit. I would love to, Steve, but we're probably going to be in Houston with Drew after his heart surgery during the Super Bowl, so I probably won't get to go. But that's okay. That's okay. That's not what's most important. So, but yeah, chances are we're still going to be in Houston. So anyway, so probably will not get to go to the Super Bowl provided the Saints get there. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's all good. All right, y'all. Let's see. We are at the end of the show. End of comments. Good and good. I got a few minutes to spare. Everett Himmel, what's up? Stephen Beach, good morning. All right, so let me let y'all know. Growth of Locked On LSU podcast has been awesome. So thank you for those that listen. If you don't, however you listen to podcasts, just search Locked On LSU. If it's iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify, however you listen to podcasts, Podbean, just search Locked On LSU. Please subscribe. That's a huge help. AFR returns today. Morning Scone Daily email. Again, no pop-ups, no spam. You're not on a mailing list, nothing like that. Your information isn't sold. It's just a way to get you content in the morning. So it's really cool. There's a video at morningscone.com that explains the whole thing. Morningscone.com. Sign up, get your daily email. Most of you do that already. Tell a friend. That'd be really cool if y'all could help spread that and grow that as well. Pass that on. All right, well, get out of here. As always, thanks to Boudreaux's Bloody Mary Mix, Margarita Mix, great local company. We appreciate them for sponsoring Morning Scone every single day. Y'all can pick it up at Calandro's or Canada's or Mid-City Craft Wine and Brew, Calvin's in Bocage, or of course online at boudreausmix.com. boudreausmix.com. Okay, y'all, have an awesome day, and we will see y'all for AFR today at 3. And Drew's crying.